As always, get interactive with us on our social network pages. On Facebook, we have Joy News on TV, and we have a handle at Joy News on TV as well. Mamavia Boaje is a handle, and I have a handle on Twitter, Walker Ghana. As you get interactive, though, there's the issue about surrogacy. And it's a subject that has now gained a lot more media prominence over the last 24 hours because, well, people would want to have their own biological children, but if you can't have it yourself, we have fertility centers that are willing to do so. I guess the concern is, once we don't have regulations regulating them, how do they operate in an environment that would ensure that everybody is also satisfied?
And I know that this concern of yours, because this is the second time you're raising it, you're very passionate about it. It's coming after that report on Joy FM about this young lady who is carrying, I think it's triplets for an unknown couple.
Triplets?
And she's living in a terrible, very terrible condition somewhere
Triplets,
in Tenaya. Yeah, 3. And she's got one of her, like she's got a child herself. She's living in like a very deplorable condition, very appalling.
What even surprises me is if the health status of the woman, the surrogate mother, is not in a proper shape, then how do you hope that the children in the womb will turn out?
Yeah, but it also, I mean, listening to the story yesterday, really on radio, I was just thinking, on what terms did the young lady, who's about 23, I think, accept that kind of responsibility? Because if you would go into a certain agreement with somebody to carry a child for them, you should agree on some terms and conditions that's suitable and comfortable for you. But this is a subject that we definitely have to delve into. But I promised you today in history, didn't I? Okay, they call him, is it AK Achampong? Oh no, IK, because there's an Ignatius somewhere. Okay, so he led a coup d'etat to overthrow the democratically elected governments of the, you work the maths.
Okay.
I mean, it's 1972, work it, let me share. Of the Progress Party and its leader, Dr. Kofi Bozia, on the 13th of January, 1972. He became head of state and chairman of the National Redemption Council, which was later transformed into the Supreme Military Council on October 9, 1975, with Colonel Achampong promoted to general as its chairman. So that's it. There was a coup today, 13th of January in 1972, not 2015, is not happening. Okay, thank God.
Okay, in 2015 we have coup for free speech and everything that you want the media to talk about, and anybody actually. I know the most vibrant media platform is social media. Anything goes on there. On the front page of the Daily Graphic, we have commuters stranded as Metro Mass workers ground buses. We also have on the front page pictures showing the Minister of Transport, Mrs. Jifa Ativo, addressing the Metro Mass Transit workers on Monday. Some workers also on the premises of the MMT in Accra have been put on the front page as well. Internal flights cancelled due to severe harmattan, and I seem to be enjoying the weather somewhat, even though I know it's a bit dusty and has a lot of flu interspersed in between, or sandwich in between. We have Kwame Nkrumah interchange, other infrastructure project changing the face of Accra, according to the Daily Graphic. And if you go to page, that's the center spread, you have the various projects there. You have the Airport City project, as well as the project at the Kwame Nkrumah Circle. Very soon we're going to have that of Kaswa, etc. If you go to Tamale, we have the airport expansion project, and it's a new airport that's been built there actually, and I know that it's going to make that city beautiful. The next time I'm taking a flight, when the airport is completed, I know that I'll be landing at an international airport. Okay, so that's how it works. Back page of the Daily Graphic, we have don't use gas cylinder beyond 10 years. There's a caution, and those are the stories we have on the front and back pages of the paper, the Daily Graphic.
Okay, I've got a miracle story to do. It's in the Ghanaian Times newspaper. You see a miracle baby because he's a 4-month-old baby.
I thought it was
survived.
about some of our topmost pastors. So that was.
Excuse me?
I thought miracle story. So I thought it was about a pastor.
All right. So the story is about this 4-month-old baby boy who survived a fire incident in the room that he was sleeping. Apparently, the mattress and the sheet that was covering him were all engulfed in the fire. I mean, it's amazing.
God is wonderful.
You have to read the detail to understand.
We thank God for his life.
Okay, but also motorway street lights stolen, trouble brewing at Kumewu. Kingmakers install another Omahene. TUC warns against privatization of power, and shop attendant kills armed robber. That story you can find in the paper on page 3. I'll turn my attention to the back page now. Sports Ministry to make public 2015 AFCON budgets. Jan admits to pressure on grants and domestic flights suspended. 70 probe Ethiopian cargo plane crash. We're told that the Ghana Civil Aviation Authority has set up a 7-member committee to investigate the accident involving an Ethiopian cargo airline. Remember, happening on Saturday. What we do hope, because usually after the investigations there are recommendations, but what do we do with the recommendations? We sit there and then another incident happens and then we set up another committee to look into exactly what happened. We hope, we can only pray and hope really, and try and see if we can put a little pressure on them so that the recommendations really will be put on the ground. Roland.
The front page of the Daily Guide has a story. Cops, we cause 150,000 Ghana cedis campaigns grabbed so far. AMA balls in shooting rage, and we have Obibini black man picks doctorate degree, and these days we have the honorary doctorate degrees being given out to persons.
But Obibini is who? I'm not talking about the man, but what is Obibini? Obibini is black man, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if you have Obibini black man.
Okay. Right.
You're done?
I am.
You're
done.
trying to look at the Obibini black man.
Yeah, I just want to know who he
Obibini
is
black
and
man is.
etc. But you can just go ahead.
All right, in the meantime, I'll look at the New Independent newspaper, the New Independent paper. There's some kind of research that has been done. So they have the best MP, the best minister, something of the sort. You want to grab the paper and read the details, but let me just share some of the quick ones that I see. Best Deputy Minister of the Year 2014. Ladies and gentlemen, that award goes to the Honorable Samuel Kujetu Ablakwa. Interesting. Okay, we've got the Best Minister of the Year award 2014. That's also going to Julius Deborah, the local government and rural development minister. So there are things like that here. Best majority MP and that kind of thing. Please grab the paper and read the details. The criteria as well, if you're thinking, how did they arrive at this? What sort of impact have these persons made? You can read the details, but let's go to the back page of the New Independent now. I am told it's not Avram, it's Avram. So Avram grants nearly sacked Andre Ayew from Black Stars camp.
Avram.
Really?
Avram Grant?
Yeah. Baba Tando says it's pronounced Avram. Yeah.
But we always
because the man says his name is Avram.
Yeah, sure.
That's what he says.
No, I'm not disputing Baba.
No.
Or even the man.
No,
Because
I
his
mean
name.
the man is
I'm saying,
yeah.
I'm saying that we watch English Premiership all the time, and they always say from Grant.
Does it mean they're right? The man is telling you
I'm
what
not
his
saying
name
they're right.
is.
I'm not saying they're right. But when they pronounce your name Abuaje, you don't say anything.
No, I say something. When people
I'm saying
Mama V, when I tell them my name is not a nickname, it's Mama V.
Well, I do understand, but Mama V is Mama V. And when they pronounce it boating,
Let me do the story.
You don't say anything.
Okay, so we're told about for the intervention of Kujo Fianu and George Efriye Coach Avram Grant would have sacked Andre the day I
Hey,
from the
Mama
Black Stars camp
Villa.
in Spain
Hey, Avram.
for breaking camping
Avram, Mama
rules.
Villa.
Okay, so this has been reported by Ghana Sports Online. And you can read the details is in the paper. Amazing. Also, Moro not perturbed when Black Stars snub, and the winner of the 2014 Ballon d'Or is against Babatando.
So
Ronaldo.
Catch it up. Mommy for ruffle. Okay, let me see whether I can pronounce it. Gijo.
Gijo is Gijo.
Ah, okay. Gijo has lost mental focus, and you have her focusing in a lens and telling her counsel, I have lost focus. But the story is attributed, of course, to his lawyer. We have Assemblyman Chief Tango. No, let me just read this one. Assemblyman Chief Tango over toilet cash. Oil now $46 per barrel. Oh, okay. Back page. Ayew escapes expulsion from camp, and apparently.
So what did he do exactly? Because
he arrived in camp late.
Oh, okay. So that's the
his
indiscipline.
Under a local coach or another coach, would have been indiscipline.
Arriving late in camp.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And he had an excuse that his flight delayed.
Yeah, but couldn't he have communicated that ahead?
Yeah, he should have.
Yeah. I mean, I like him.
True.
He's my guy.
Yes, true.
But if you know you're going to be late for something and you know it's your duty to be there at a certain point and you're running late,
I'm sure he communicated,
just
but rules
call
are
them
rules.
and tell them or send them an email. You have no
And apparently,
excuse.
he was nearly expelled from the camp by
Because of that?
who?
Okay.
The Ghana coach.
Avram. Okay, so
Avram.
here's what we want him to
By
do.
Avram Grant.
Seeing that our coach is so disciplined, we like this effort of yours to get Dede Ayew out of camp because he arrived late. But here's what we want you to really deal with. Those who get angry and talk back when you change them or substitute them, those are the people we want you to really sack.
Or even throw jerseys on
Exactly. and those who tell you that your training is colo, those are the people we want you to deal with, not this one. But how much did you say the oil was selling for?
46.
Okay.
Why, you're not trading in oil?
47. Okay, yeah. But see, no. In the UK, it is being sold for 99p, and 99p is less than a pound.
So we're late already, and so next we have to admit into our next segment, the discussions on AM Talk. Guests for the morning. We're going to have Fred Agbenyo of the NDC, and also Kamaldeen Abdullahi, who is the National Nasarawa Coordinator for the NPP.
What can I say? Stay with him. He's got the talk right after this.